With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson. Welcome. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And obviously, this season, quite a change for the Lakers with Kobe Bryant having retired after 20 seasons. Shaq, you played with Kobe for so long. Any memories of his time with the Lakers you'd like to share with our audience?
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
This team only had itself on its bandwagon early, but here they are, taking care of business because they had the confidence to know they could get it done.
And give a nod to the front office as well, because without the star power of a lot of other teams coming into the season, they were able to put together just the right combination of talent to make this a very complete team.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, for a long time, the city of Milwaukee has been an NBA backwater. But with new ownership, a respected head coach, and a lot of young talent, it's a new day here. Coach Jason Kidd said, we don't want to be a layover city. We want coming here to be like going through the Texas Triangle, where if you have a dogfight in Chicago one night, you know you're in for a dogfight here the next night. Kevin?
All right, thanks, DA. And you look at the roster of these Bucks. So many players on the team that can rise up and embarrass a defender. Not only can this team throw it down, they're looking to throw it down.
Yeah, they want to wreck that rim as much as they can. And if I had the leaping ability of guys like Giannis and Parker, I'd be doing the exact same thing. The Bucks actually led the league in percentage of shots that were dunks in 2016. They are an entertaining bunch and a throwdown group worth watching.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Miracle Man is out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mozgov in at the 5. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton inside the three-point line. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Poked away and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe, and that's going to be a travel. And here's Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Well, you could see that the emotions were just raw after that one, and you could expect it. I mean, when you give of yourself that much and come out on top, that's a great feeling.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by the Lakers. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Los Angeles on D. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Clarkson, that one drops for him.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Middleton kicks to Parker. Dellavedova from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
He gets that one.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, it's still early, partner, but that's what we're seeing so far, and we know what he can do on one of his better days. He's hard to handle.
Screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. 14 feet away. Parker's shot is off. The Lakers in the lead, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Randall. That one wide left. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Parker, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Parker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Parker really adept in the post. Sees angles, reads defenses, does both of those very well inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. One thing you have to love about Jabari Parker is the level of competitiveness he brings to the court. He is always putting in the extra time at the gym, trying to lead by example on his team. There's just an air, guys, of maturity around this player that you don't see from players his age in this league.
Yeah, well said, Kevin. And I think he brought some of those attributes of maturity and work ethic to the table. But I think his injury enhanced those attributes. And anytime the game is taken away due to injury and you get a chance to get back, I think there's a greater hunger and appreciation. Just to get on the floor, he had to work extremely hard. So I don't think he takes that for granted now. While it was a setback, I think it also was a launching pad for what I think is going to be an all-star career.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I like Parker's versatility. He can play both forward positions, in part because he's so long and big, and he's got excellent mobility.
Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Middleton kicks to Parker. In the corner, Middleton with it. Clock at 4. Dellavedova from outside. And it's Ingram with the rebound. The Lakers trail. There's the pass to Randall. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's a nice move by Randall. That's the area where he likes to work most.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Here's Monroe. Goes back up. It's tipped. Now here's Ingram. A 23-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Milwaukee has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Miracle Man. 32 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. Over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score. And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. The slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Well, I like the determination of Ingram. Maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
Feeds to Dellavedova. He dishes it to Parker. Bucks passing it around. Shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that. And they're actually earning it well right now.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Carter Williams.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shoots off the screen. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Mozgov following the basket by Chris Middleton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That sends Brandon Ingram to the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Brandon Ingram out of Duke, drawing comparisons to Kevin Durant like KD. He's very rangy, very lanky for a perimeter player.
Yeah, and Ingram around 6'10" and shoes with that 7'3" wingspan. I mean, he's still, light weight-wise, much like KD was when he came in the league. Still, you don't see many small forwards with the standing reach of a center.
It's good. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Clarkson against Middleton. Mozgov passes to Randall. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Randall's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Teletovic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Here's Miracle Man. Carter Williams covering. And here is Ingram. Pulls from the top of the key. The rebound by Middleton. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Carter Williams. The dish now to Antetokounmpo. Teletovic in the corner. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Ball. And the shot is long.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Carter Williams. And again, the Bucks miss. Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Julius Randle, 6'9", 7-foot arm span. Not elite length at power forward, but he is athletic.
And he's strong and quick, too, Kevin. An NBA-ready frame, and I think he's an excellent rebounder. You can never dismiss or discount that. It's almost like the ball finds him. He's so good at tracking it down.
And Julius Randle grew up in the game of basketball. His mother played collegiately, and she was his first coach.
And she coached him well, guys. I mean, he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. He helped Kentucky reach the national championship game and was the number 7 pick in 2014. I think he's already demonstrated he can play at a high level, and expectations are that he'll continue that here in the NBA.
No luck that time either.
And, you know, he was a high pick in 2014. Randall played just 14 minutes as a rookie. Broke his tibia. But since then, he's bounced back nicely.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And John Henson has been a player who can start for a team in short spells, but he seems to have found his niche as a threat off the bench in either post position. Very efficient as a scorer and doesn't need a lot of touches to thrive.
And Kevin, I think that's a big plus with him, that he can play either post position quite well. He's 6'11", but has the foot speed to guard both centers and power forwards. And I don't think he'll ever be a star, but, you know, he's a player every coach enjoys having because he gives you winning ingredients and attributes.
Ingram wide open. The shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Carter Williams kicks to Henson. Here's Middleton. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for the Lakers. The Bucks have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's E. Pass the ball. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ingram dishes to Mozgov. Missed inside.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Mozgov with the steal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Lakers, with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the Forum blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
Here's Henson, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist here tonight. Dishes to Williams. Stolen by Henson. Now Carter Williams still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Middleton kicks to Carter Williams. Lock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. One-on-one fast break. Pulls from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 8 points for Miracle Man.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's coming off a 31-point game against Miami.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Well, I tell you what, Chris Middleton is a player who is as solid as anybody in the league. Brings it to the floor every night. Doesn't have a big name, but he's gaining more and more notoriety by his performance each year. Has flown under the radar the last few seasons outside of Milwaukee.
And with Middleton, part of why he is still relatively an unknown is due to his market. Even when he plays, he just quietly adds up points.
He's a quiet laser. You think Middleton doesn't have many points, and then you look up and he's got 20. Doesn't do much flashy. Doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself. All he does is put the ball in the basket.
And for the Lakers, hugely profitable. And they're always going to be willing to spend big on stars. But with the new luxury taxes, it's harder to outspend other teams now.
And meanwhile, they've cut corners in other areas too, guys. I mean, prior to the shortened season in 2011, they laid off scouts, video coordinators, coaches, front office, and training staff. And that's where other teams are investing. Looking for an advantage now as the Lakers pull back a little bit. Other teams looking to infuse more capital into their organization.
And here comes the break. The pass to Ball. There's the feed to Ingram. Trying to find Mozgov. Gets it to him. Count it. Good. Mozgov's got 6 points. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last 3 or 4, so it's going to be fun.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. Larry Nance out there with Gian Leon. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Dang in at the 3 slot. Parker's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And the Lakers also making a change. Julius Randle's checked in for Gian Leon. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Dellavedova kicks to Parker. To the paint. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Dang against Antetokounmpo. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Dang against Carter Williams. Dang can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the Lakers on the break. High post try. Here's Dang. And it's good. Fought through contact. Gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw off from Dang.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
Now, here's Parker. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. On the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Luke Walton, pretty new to coaching. He actually worked as an assistant with the University of Memphis team for a short while in 2011, while that NBA season was delayed.
Yeah, and of course, since 2014, he's been an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. Last season, when Kerr was out missing time with a back ailment, Walton stepped in as an interim head coach and led the team to a 24-0 start. Absolutely amazing. And despite being relatively young, Luke Walton has close to a PhD, I think, in basketball.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Chris Middleton is a prototype off guard. He likes to run off screens, catch, and shoot. He described his mindset saying, just space the floor, be patient, not force anything, and move the ball. Let those guys penetrate and find the best shot for the team. A team player indeed, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A., and he's developing his postgame. He can get in the paint now when they need him to. Now, here's Clarkson. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Now, here's Parker. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Parker, a screen on Nance. Here's Dellavedova. A rebound by the Lakers. Randle's got his third rebound on the night. Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Dellavedova. Clarkson kicks to Randle, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And here we go, fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball. Off target with the open look. Lakers leading by 3. Ball, the pass to Nance. Tang dishes to Nance. He kicks it to Clarkson. Pass to Randle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you know, the Bucks only have one title in their history as a franchise, but what a title it was, led by my favorite player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, known as Lou Alcindor back in the day. Teamed up with the veteran Oscar Robertson, the Big O, to bring the Bucks that first title.
And you have to mention that 1971 title run by the Bucks. They were a force nobody could stop. Swept the finals in 4 games straight over the Baltimore Bullets.
Yeah, had 66 wins in that season as well, guys. And that was early in my formative years as a basketballer. Actually, when I first started locking into the NBA, a big Lou Alcindor fan. He was the 71 MVP in that championship year for the Bucks. And then he'd go on to win another MVP the following season. And ironically, those are the only 2 MVP trophies that a Buck has ever received.
Now here's Parker. Kicks to Plumlee. Bucks passing it around. Carter Williams, the pass to Plumlee. He's off on that one. Los Angeles leading by 5. The pass to Randle. Feeds it to Clarkson. The 10-footer. Here's E. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Los Angeles.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the 3-ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
That free throw, no good. Well, you look at the length and the hands of the players in the Bucks roster. They can absolutely hound you on the defensive end, force a lot of turnovers when they crank it up.
Tell you what, there are very few teams, guys, that have the combination of length and speed that the Bucks possess. And because of that, they can pressure teams into turnovers at a high rate. And when they do that, they're at their best defensively. And, you know, you think about the Lakers fan base of 16 million. This team is a national phenomenon. They're one of the most popular teams in the country in any sport. Estimated to be the second most valuable franchise in the league after the New York Knicks.
And that one's good. Parker.
And even when defenders try to get super aggressive in how they guard Parker, he still gets the job done. Like the poise this young guy plays with.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Lakers second.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Bucks trail by 3. And even with the Lakers struggling to win games, you can bet whenever a big-name free agent hits the market, Lakers can almost always get a meeting.
Yeah, typically they're going to be in that discussion, and they keep their checkbook open just for that reason. I mean, the lure of the big market, the bright lights of L.A., endorsement opportunities, it all holds a certain allure in this day and age.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now, here's Clarkson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Parker kicks to Carter Williams. He dishes it to Monroe. To the inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And when Greg Monroe signed with Milwaukee, many thought it was a perfect fit. However, as we saw after a short time, many question if he can be the answer for the team. Not so much a knock on his play, just on what the team is missing overall.
Hey, Greg does an awful lot of good things, but he's not a guy who's going to be a rim protector. His game is pretty close to the ground. But nonetheless, no matter what team Monroe plays for, I think he'll give you a post presence on offense, and he'll give you consistent effort in every aspect of the game.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Lakers. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
There's one word that you would use to describe Greg Monroe: consistency. Game to game, year to year, you know what he's going to give you. Doesn't vacillate or fluctuate much. He eats minutes and shows up to play his game each and every night.
Carter Williams kicks to Henson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And with Monroe, the consistency is in the numbers. Guys, pretty much, he has had the same season stat line every year he's played since his rookie year.
And I love the fact that it's a combination of his consistency and versatility that allows him to be extremely valuable on any team.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers, with a young core of players, they take it back to basics for recovery. After every game, the players get chocolate milk.
Well, it's highly recommended as a recovery drink, guys. And they get a special version of the chocolate milk, though. Lower sugar, grass-fed. They say it's great for recovery. And you go back to Julius Randle, who broke his leg in his first game. They're motivated to get lots of calcium in the diet of the player.
Williams gets the bucket.
The quick release. Let's just call him Sweet Lou, pumping it in from deep.
Dellavedova kicks to Monroe. Bucks passing it around. Here's Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Parker's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And everyone knows about Jabari Parker and how he has come back from a ACL knee injury he suffered as a rookie. The more time that passes from that ACL tear, the more explosive Parker looks on the floor, I think. Looks like he never, in fact, had any issues at all.
Yeah, that's a great point and a good observation. And I think his explosiveness has surprised a lot of people. This is a guy that's got power, going to the basket, and can finish through contact. And man, he's a guy that I think is going to be a big-time scorer for a long time.
And the Bucks with some changes. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker. And Middleton subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Clarkson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And, you know, Jordan Clarkson, a slashing combo guard with good size, played his college ball at the University of Missouri. He's a good ball handler. He can play either guard spot and really good operating in the pick and roll.
First trip to the line for him here. They throw good. Clarkson. And a nice balance in Clarkson's scoring. He can shoot from long range, from mid-range, and finish above the rim.
And, guys, I like his athleticism. He's a good athlete, 6'5", strong and explosive. A little streaky from long range, but he's made nice improvement there, too.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team all-rookie and continues to develop.
Screen by Monroe. Inside, Mozgov with the steal. 17-foot shot on the way. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Mozgov.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
To the left wing. Williams against Middleton. Now here is Dellavedova. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Monroe.
Nice precision from the mid-range from Monroe. He's really good at measuring his jump shots.
Here's Clarkson. Williams for 3. Here's Mozgov. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here is Dellavedova. 6 points for him, but they recover it. Monroe. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now, here's Clarkson. Passes it to Williams. The dish now to Mozgov. Here's Clarkson. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
Dellavedova with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. Middleton can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 4. Williams with a clean look, and the 3 ball is good. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And here is Toledovich. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova dishes to Henson. Here's Monroe, and he converts the layup.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Clarkson passes to Mozgov. Stolen by Dellavedova. Here's Middleton. Pass to Dellavedova. Dishes it to Henson. Back to Dellavedova. Now Toledovich. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 3 on 3. Here's Mozgov. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
For the finish, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, love the anticipation of Williams there. The quick hands jump-started the fast break with that pilfer.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Cleveland. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Bucks. Right behind him, just one spot down.
And seeing where the Bucks are, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
And it's no fluke. I mean, they've earned that elite label with one astonishing performance after another.
Middleton for three. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And since coming into the league with Detroit in the 2012-13 season, Chris Middleton has steadily improved his game each and every year. A very measured improvement from him so far in his young career.
And there's a lot of things that I like about this game. One is that he plays within himself, doesn't force much. He's smart as a shooter. He's heady as a guy moving without the ball and defending. Knows what he's doing out there as a wing player and scorer and keeps it real simple.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, you look at Brandon Ingram, and certainly a great body for the game of basketball. But, guys, it's his skill that really completes the package, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Shot over 40% from three-point range at Duke. He can handle and pass like a guard. One concern, though, he did shoot under 70% from the free throw line. And great shooters usually do better than that.
Here's Randall following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Teletovic. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And Monroe is definitely a bully down inside. I mean, the defense doing all they can to match his physicality, but all they end up doing is committing fouls.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
The Lakers making a switch here. Black's checked in. That one misses.
You know, at 6'11", Greg Monroe is no easy cover, especially given his soft shooting touch from mid-range.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 6. From 18 feet away. He hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness!
Woo!
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Oh, man. What pressure? You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy, no matter what the situation is.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers on top, leading by 10. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Bucks trail by 10. Parker and Monroe together inside. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo, and it's Dellavedova in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Now, here's Parker. The layup missed.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now here's Ingram. Craig Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Monroe. Monroe with another miss.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nance is checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. Monroe, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Nance outside. Clarkson passes the ball. That one falls. Miracle Man's got 12 in the game.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that jugular.
Now here's Middleton. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with this jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's Middleton. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, one of the hardest things to do is to live up to the word potential when it's thrown around a player for so long. That was certainly the case with Antetokounmpo for most of his career. I mean, he's lived up to the hype and is realizing everything that fans hoped he would become when he first started his journey in the NBA.
That free throw, no good. As you said, potential can be a curse at times. So many players fizzle out after flashing moments of greatness. Giannis is living up to the hype.
Yeah, and I think you've got to give his coaching staff a lot of credit for that because they've been believers in Antetokounmpo throughout his career, and that helps, especially with a young player. They've brought him along, I think, at just the right pace. Took some time to figure out how best to use such a unique talent with his size, but I think he's got a great upside and will be a real force for years to come.
And Randall throws it down.
Ever on the attack. That's just Randall's mindset.
E with the steal. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 14 points for Miracle Man.
almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
I'll say, I mean, that's when you expect the defense to be tightening up, not backing off or backing up.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Checked in for Milwaukee. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Lakers also with a sub. Mozgov's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the middle, Mozgov with the steal. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Lakers about his status. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a grade 1 sprained ankle. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Ingram dishes to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And it's Ingram missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Parker's shot is off. Lakers leading by 11. Puts it up from 15. And that one's good. Ingram's got 17 now.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. It's blocked. Here's Miracle Man. He feeds it to Randall. Here's Ball. The long distance 3 is buried. 17 points in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with them. It's a tough day so far.
Got a piece of it. Randall, some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Here's Miracle Man. 17 points in the game. Clarkson kicks to Mozgov. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Check out the game for Mozgov. He has 9 rebounds and also 3 steals. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
That one is off.
And for a guy who was never drafted, Mozgov has carved out a nice role for himself in our league.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. So we can't get either to fall.
Well, it's safe to say, I think, that Giannis' experiment at point guard last season was a tremendous success. Transitioned full-time to that role after the All-Star break, and it was a revelation, and it really saw a boost to his numbers across the board.
It didn't take long to see that Giannis would thrive as a point guard. He immediately became a triple-double machine.
And, you know, he has the ball handling and vision to play the position really well, I think. I mean, his biggest strength is going to be using his height to his advantage. And you definitely wonder if he'll transform into the second coming. And I hesitate to say this when you talk about Magic Johnson. But at least in playing style and because of that size, he possibly could bring us to mind of Magic Johnson.
Carter Williams hits them both.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
Ingram with it. He's got 17. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Ingram's got 19 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
And here is Henson. He's got 6. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And with a quick break in the action, let's now take a look at the top rookie free throw shooters in the NBA. Take a look at Miracle Man, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Brandon Ingram.
Tremendous form and confidence. That's what these two have in common when it comes to shooting free throws.
Yep, and you often see guys enter the league a bit unrefined at the line. But these guys are an example of long hours and the benefit of practice and repetition.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Brown is checked in for Julius Randle.
And here's a look at some numbers for Miracle Man. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Here's Brown. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
That free throw good from Brown. Bucks trail by 15. And last season, Jason Kidd had to have hip surgery, which caused him to miss a large portion of the season. Casual fans might think, why can't he just sit and coach? But there's a physical toll to coaching, as we all know.
Absolutely there is, guys. I mean, constant moving, the traveling, engaging in practice, film watching, which requires a lot of sitting. I mean, coaching an NBA team is very stressful and demanding. And hip surgery, any type of surgery for that matter, can definitely have an impact on your ability to perform as a coach. I'm actually glad to see Jason Kidd fully recovered and back to coaching his team.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Nick Young's checked in for the Lakers. And the Lakers with possession here. 17-point lead, their biggest. To the wing right side. Clarkson against Middleton. Mozgov. The pass to Ball. Lets it go with a three. Goes up again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
I'll tell you what, he's known for his antics, his sense of humor. Can kind of cut both ways for Young, though, over the course of his career.
And the first one drops. And truly one of the great characters in the NBA, Nick Young, a fun-loving, high-scoring, flamboyant personality.
Yeah, he is certainly all of that. Growing up in L.A., his mother was a model. His dad was an actor and Golden Gloves boxer. So he's been exposed to and embraced the showbiz part of his background. But he also brings some athleticism. And when he gets going, he can heat you up and cook you with gas.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. The feed to Teletovic. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Teletovic just got his second bucket of the night.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Young passes to Clarkson. And the Lakers with another miss.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. To the inside. A putback. A rebound by Young. Lakers leading by 17. Ingram kicks to Young. Mozgov against Henson. Here's Ingram. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Henson with the screen. Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up.
And how about the numbers here for Antetokounmpo? First in rebounding, 9th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Looking at the numbers for John Henson, he has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for Nick Young. He hits the second from the line. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Miracle Man. 17 points in the game. Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Mozgov. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Two shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Milwaukee. Larry Nance has checked in for the Lakers. He makes one of two that time. Bucks trail by 17. Now Carter Williams. 6 points for him. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Simply can't shake Antetokounmpo. I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
Here's Miracle Man. He's as deadly a weapon as you're going to find in the league, an average of almost 35 points a game. Wow.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Timeout called the Bucks.
Start it. You're terrible, Milwaukee.
Los Angeles making a switch here. He's checked in. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Take a look at Miracle Man, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Now here's Carter Williams. He has 6. The shot's good from Henson.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Julius Randle. DA?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
All right, David, and folks, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Here's Carter Williams. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Pass to Toledovich. Launches it. Rebound the Lakers.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Craig Monroe, he's checked in for John Henson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Randall's checked in for Gian Leon. Bucks trail by 20. 1:32 left to play in the third. From the stripe. Off the left rim and out. LA's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Randall's got 10 points.
really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. They get the rebound. Here's Monroe. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Complete domination. What a game for Monroe. 8 rebounds, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. Here's Miracle Man. He's got 20. He kicks to Ingram. Mozgov sets a screen for Ingram. Off the pick. And Mozgov throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Teletovic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Free throw drops for Teletovic. He doesn't get the second one. Lakers leading by 21. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. No good on the 3. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. It's deflected. Fast break. Here we go. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, how about the versatility of Ingram? Just remarkable at putting the ball in the hoop in really a variety of ways.
Now here is Dellavedova. 6 points for him. There's the pick. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers on top, ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Clarkson and Ingram fill out the wings. Mozgov is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Ball in at point guard. Here's Middleton following the bucket by the Lakers. Monroe right side. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo makes it off the glass.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim. and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. They set the pick. Screened by Parker. Middleton for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Kicks it to Mozgov. Down low. 14 feet away. Bank shot. No good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clarkson is screen on Middleton. Ball, the pass to Clarkson. Mozgov down low. Monroe on him. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Maker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brogdon, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. E.G. and Leon, he's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Randall. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ennis, good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
There's the pick. Off the pick. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Brogdon. Feeds to Parker. From the baseline. That shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Ball. Off target with his 3. The Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Shot by Ennis, nobody around, and the 3 off target. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Nance kicks to Deng. Here's E, and the layup's good off the glass. E's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Well, you know, against a player of his caliber, sometimes those layups are going to come no matter what the defense throws at him.
Now the Lakers on the break. Deng's got the ball, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And yes, it's good. Ennis with the ball. He dishes it to Parker. Passes it to Brogdon. The Bucks working the ball around. Clock at 4. Shoots the 3. Nance with the rebound.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Brogdon the pass to Ennis. Deng against Parker. And the shot is long. Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. They get it back. Williams up on top. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Parker outside. They need this. Another miss by Parker.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Snatched up. Pass the ball. Outside Williams. The dish now to E. Nance a screen. E the pass to ball. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miracle Man's got 30.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Williams for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brogdon. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. A nice shot by Yee.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Parker. To the paint. Plumlee dishes to Maker. Parker against Dang. The fader. And the shot falls short this time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Ball. Sinks the triple. Miracle Man's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Ennis kicks to Maker. Poked loose. It's stolen by Dang. Nance outside. To the middle. Here's E. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Ennis. Softly drops in the floater.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Dishes to Williams. Inside, E. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. E. Jean-Leon. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, you have to really like what a guy like Miles Plumlee brings to a team. He knows he's there to eat up space in the middle and bring energy as a defender. He doesn't try to do too much and does a nice job filling his backup role.
Here's Miracle Man following the basket by Thon Maker. Here's the screen. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Thon Maker. And with Plumlee, he has a blue-collar approach to his game. We've seen it. We've enjoyed it. Never tries to force anything. Guys, he just lets the game come to him.
And I think it's the same for all his brothers as well, guys. I mean, Plumlee has always shot the ball well from the floor because he rarely does anything outside of the paint area. He's not a very flashy guy, but I think just about every team values a player like Miles Plumlee.
And both free throws good for Lewis Williams.
You know, Lou Williams, the 45th pick back in 2005, taken straight out of high school. He and Monte Ellis both decided together to skip college. They were training with Team USA, watching the 2004 draft. They saw another guard taken out of high school, and both said, I'm in.
And Williams fell out of the first round. In hindsight, he said he was in over his head, hadn't trained the way he needed to for the workouts.
Yeah, and his agent also represented Mo Cheeks, Philly's coach, so he called them and said, hey, if you don't have any big plans with that 45th pick, take my guy. And it all worked out. Lou cut his teeth playing behind his idol, Allen Iverson.
Free throw good from Luol Deng. Dang hits them both. Here's Ennis. He feeds it to Plumlee. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Here's Ennis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 7 points for Tyler Ennis.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
Now here's Deng to the inside. The shot by Yee, no good.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Maker passes to Ennis. Up and in on the layup. Ennis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Outside Williams. And that's a foul on Gian Lian. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Ennis dishes to Maker. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Los Angeles has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the dunk by Maker.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the basket by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ball. The feed to Nance. Passes it to Ball. There's a screen. He kicks it to E. Antetokounmpo against Deng. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Miracle Man. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Miracle Man after the basket by Milwaukee to end the drought, and the shot is good.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present Miracle Man. Stellar play in the third quarter. He set the tone for how the rest of the game would go. They never really relinquished control after that.
Putting up 30 or more points is always an accomplishment. He ripped the defense apart. Every play they ran for him, well, it worked.
At home, Ernie, on the road, Kenny, doesn't matter. This guy is impossible to handle when he gets rolling. Crowd was doing his best to fire this guy up and get him to respond, but nothing worked. He was too much for him. Great night from a great, great player.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hardworking.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.